So, I want to revisit the topic of the Destined Rivals Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box because I still feel like this is a very interesting scenario and something could really happen with this product depending on, I guess, what Pokemon Center does. So, I've talked about this already, but I wanted to revisit it because I feel like we haven't gotten any updates about maybe possible cancellations, which is why I want to make this video and bring up the scenario of what happens if there's no cancellations. So, I want to talk about, I guess, the pre-order scenario with Destined Rivals if you weren't there for it. So, previously Journey Together, right? When the pre-orders came out on Pokemon Center, literally everything sold out within minutes, right? Everything. Pokemon Center ETBs, booster boxes, everything sold out pretty much instantaneously, right? Destined Rivals, pretty similar when products got released. Booster boxes, sleeve boosters, whatever other product was on there, they sold out pretty instantaneously, right? But there was one product, though. One product that lasted on the website for over an hour. It was like between an hour or two. Even though, yes, there was a purchase limit of one, which I don't think we saw with other sets, it was available for over an hour, which was shocking, which people were so surprised. Everybody, I'm in these, some of these discords, everybody was saying, wow, it's still available, let's just keep buying. And it was surprising because of the amount of people that were on the website. You guys know, if you're in the queue, you can actually look at how many people are in the queue, or at least your positioning, right? And you can get some sort of gauge of how many people are waiting on the website because now there's a virtual queue. And, personally, me, I honestly, the first time I went to the website to try to pre-order, because the time when it came out, I was actually out of town. I was just on my phone. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait in this queue. I was waiting for like 20 minutes. I never got in, and I was out of town. And I was just traveling, whatever. So I just got I got off my phone because I'm like, okay, I can only buy one of these. I don't really care about buying one. I'm not gonna sit on my phone for hours, kind of messing up kind of my vibe or whatever going out. So yeah, I just got off the queue. But later when I came back home, right, I went back in the queue because they were still available by the time I got home. I'm pretty sure I was in like the 1.4 millionth position, meaning that I was like 1.4th or 1.4 millionth in line in the virtual queue, which is absolutely ridiculous, right? But it goes to show how many people are in this queue. And it brought up this theory that possibly we would see mass cancellations of this product because people are like, okay, we have millions of people in this queue. This thing has been up for over an hour, right? People ordering multiple to different addresses, people with bots. How is it still up, right? People are saying there has to be some sort of problem here. There's no way Pokemon's fulfilling all of these. And that sort of theory came up, and that's why I made a video. I forget exactly when, and I came up with this, or I talked about this theory that people were having that where we're going to see some massive cancellations. But so far, right? I don't know because I didn't pre-order any myself, so I'm just taking this based on what I'm seeing on the internet. But I haven't seen any sort of complaints about mass cancellations. I haven't seen any complaints that their order got canceled for the PC ETBs of Destined Rivals, right? And you guys can comment down below if you were able to get these and you bought maybe multiple. Did all your orders get confirmed, or have you gotten any cancellations? Because I haven't seen any complaints about it. So I'm assuming based on that, because I'm on the internet pretty regularly, if I haven't seen any complaints, it probably hasn't happened, right? So it brings up this very interesting scenario of what if every single order gets confirmed and gets shipped and fulfilled. What if that happens? Because if you just do some basic math, right? There was millions of people in that queue. It was up for over an hour. How much of this product, if they fulfill everything, how much of this product was made? I feel like, and this is speculation, I have no evidence, I have a feeling Pokemon possibly could have, put them up for an extended period of time to see the demand and how many people are buying. And from that, actually printed more than maybe what they previously had. Because honestly, at this point, or when they had the pre-orders available, they probably had printed them, right? But I'm thinking it's possible, them knowing this amount of demand and how crazy it was, maybe they adjusted to, I guess, the new demand and wanted and actually just put them up there and let people buy, and maybe they're actually printing how many, I guess, orders they see that they have to fulfill. And that's just a theory, right? I have no evidence of that. But I'm just basing that off of the fact of how long it was available up for and how many people were there. Like, I don't think there's any way that this product, just based on that fact, I can't believe that this product was not printed more than like prismatic PCETBs or Journey Together PCETBs. The prismatic one lasted for a while because that was kind of before the crazy hype like it is now. But Journey Together didn't last long at all. The Journey Together PCETB I think was very short when it came out. It lasted like I think probably a few minutes or something. But the fact that this one was available for so long, I just have to believe they're printing more of this than the previous ones. Like I said, zero evidence, but just based on just that point that it was available for that long and so many people ordered multiples, I have to believe they're printing more of this, right? And like I said, it brings up the interesting case that if they do fulfill every single one of these orders, how much our price is going to drop? Because right now, what we currently see with sales, this is still selling for $350 to $400 pretty consistently. Every single day, multiple sales, very like a high amount of sales, $350 to $400. And we all know, even Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, they are exclusive, but on release day they drop a lot, right? Prismatic ETBs, they went to $400, they dropped to like $220. If all those orders get fulfilled, I feel like we're going to see some massive drops with prices with Destined Rivals. Yes, even though it's super hyped up, you can make the argument it doesn't matter because it's all hyped up. Guys, where have we seen a PC ETB not drop on release day? All the prices drop for every single set. It happened in every single set in this whole hype thing. Surging, Prismatic, Journey Together, all of them drop by a pretty big margin. And I think Destined Rivals, if they are fulfilling all these orders, and I don't know how many of them they would have to have printed for them to fill all these, but I think these could drop pretty insanely if all of them get fulfilled, because all these people with bots, all these people with multiple addresses, accounts, if people have so much, and the sole purpose, probably for honestly a lot of people, and I'm not going to lie, because this whole space is just filled with evil scalpers, think about how many people would flip this product, right? And them still buying it at $60, even if they can just double their money to 120, I think people would still sell it at that price point. So the people right now buying at 350, 400, I feel like if they do all get fulfilled, your pre-order and the price you're paying at 350, 400, whatever, I feel like that would be a super high price to pay, because I think the amount of demand there is, even with this product, I feel like the supply would be so great that we would see some extreme price drops, which honestly would be great for me, because guess what? Like, I don't have any of these. I couldn't even get one. So I would like to get some for my collection, for my long term, whatever. Like, I would like to get some. So I feel like if Pokemon does actually do this, it would be meaningful to, I guess, the future of reprints, the future of supply of products. Because I know now there's still, those statements out there that Pokemon has made about these reprints, printing capacity, all these sorts of things. And I don't know, a lot of people at this point aren't buying it because we haven't seen anything. But if they do actually fulfill all these orders, which I think means that they would have to have printed a lot of this, and this is an exclusive product, I think this could mean something for future reprints just based off of this, if they do actually print or fulfill as much as people have ordered. But obviously that's all speculation. I have no evidence of that happening, but I feel like this could be some sort of point to be made or used for future reprints and supply, and what Pokemon would maybe do. I'm not saying they're going to print everything to the ground and crash everything, but it could mean they actually somewhat do care about this whole situation with supply and demand, how there's just so much demand, not enough supply. And if they did actually fulfill all these orders, I would be very surprised, and I think it would mean something that Pokemon is doing something to try to fulfill the demand that there is right now, because this is an exclusive product, and if they did print that many, it would be sort of surprising to me. But yeah, it's just, this whole situation is very interesting with Destined Rivals, it being this hyped up, and the fact that the PC ETBs lasted that long. And so far I don't think we've seen really any cancellation emails, or at least what I can see, I've seen no complaints. So yeah, I think whenever we get more information, or by the time we get some sort of like real confirmations of shipments or whatever, I don't know, it's all up for just debate on what's going to happen with the pre-orders for these. I wonder if people that ordered multiple, maybe if they're ever going to get caught, because I know if you order on multiple addresses, maybe different credit cards, I don't know if they can find out, but if you ordered under the same name, I wonder if they're smart enough where it'll just cancel your second or third, whatever, how many pre-orders you made of this, automatically. But yeah, I feel like if they do fulfill everything, just in summary, just to reiterate like a million times now, I feel like this could drop a lot more than people think. And I just feel like this whole thing with Destined Rivals, talked about it before, prices are so high to the point, in my opinion, where like even like just regular products like booster boxes and ETBs, I feel like we're going to see some massive drops with this set. And the reason why I'm saying that is because like people don't like to I guess talk about it or believe it. This set is different than everything we've seen before because of just how expensive it is. No booster box, no like regular ETB has been this expensive. And therefore I feel like when you have a product or like a set that's like this where prices are so high, um I just feel like the drops and the amount that it's gonna drop is gonna be bigger than what people think. And I feel like this is a set where it's, even though it's really hyped up and it is so far like a good set, it's gonna be a set where a lot of people lose money if they pay these extremely high prices. So with this PCETB, knowing this factor of the amount of orders that we're able to get through into this website, I would be cautious buying at 350, 400 to be honest, because this is still a main set. Know that, right? It's not a specialty set, so it's not like this is like the top product. Um, you know, Even though I guess at this point maybe it could still be, but there is still a booster box. I'd be careful buying even above. Honestly, in my opinion, I think even above 200 might be risky because I just think how many boxes must be printed to fulfill that the amount of orders that went through on that website. It must be a large amount because you think about the millions of people over our time frame, people ordering bots. There has to be so much of this out there, and therefore I think prices would drop extremely, and that's just my opinion. So let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. Have you gotten any cancellation emails? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.